they are about to receive their judgment. Yahushua is on his way. Yahushua is very close to invading this world, invading this society, and we know how he's going to do it. According to Bible prophecy, we know Yahushua and a multitude of angels, Michael the archangel being one of them, is going to invade this world by what the so-called white man calls UFOs, which is really the chariots of Israel. That's a major prophecy located in the scriptures. And we believe by faith that that's going to happen very soon. Now, one of the things that Yahushua is going to do, besides deliver his elect and destroy this place called America, which is known as Babylon Great, believing that as a symbol of what happens when a nation becomes totally wicked, which they were created to be the wicked anyway. But what happens when a nation is totally wicked and they receive the righteous judgment from the Heavenly Father Yahweh, who is only begotten Son Yahushua? So this is why America is going to be totally destroyed and left as a desert. And that's pursuant to Isaiah the 34th chapter. This place is going to be left as a desert, as a memorial and a reminder to the rest of the people, the people that survived the destruction, what happens to a nation when it's wicked. It's turned its back against the Heavenly Father, and the Heavenly Father brings that judgment. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why America is going to be left, among many reasons, but that's one of the reasons why America is going to be left as a desert, 100% desert. This is pursuant to Isaiah, the 34th chapter. The prophet Isaiah saw the future of America, it being left as a desert. And after the fire dies down, the only thing you're going to have living here is wild creatures. Okay, wild birds and wild creatures. All right?
Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straitened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready beside. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and shall bring him to the king of terrors.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures, so like it, through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, what I want to get into today, is a topic, that's inspired by a precept in the book of Sirach, 25:1. Where brother can put that precept up for me. Sirach, 25:1. Okay, because when you look in society today, what we realize is that Esau Edom, has changed a lot of narratives, okay, and created a lot of falsehoods in the earth, Matter of fact, we can get that too. I might just go to the pocket for myself since I'm kind of be all over the place for a minute. Let me share this. Share the screen. Give me just a second. Let me share the screen real quick. All right, we can get that Revelation chapter 20, verses 7 and 8 as well. And then we'll go into it. All right, so this is from the brother Halak Yasha'Allah. All right, Shalom Mak Yahal Bashima Oshai. All right, Barakatah. You know, this book is Sirach 25 and 1. It says, "In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before the Most High men, the unity of brethren, all right, which is Israelites, the love of neighbors, and a man, all right, and a wife that agree together." Okay. Now, these are three things, that when you go into the book of Sirach, which was written, by one of our forefathers who was heavy into the scriptures, studying the scriptures, you know. So obviously he loved, the unity of brethren. Okay, that unity, because that's a beautiful thing, man. When you can get a group of Israelite men, they have that sincere love, for one another. And that's something that we're seeing through the ministry. All right, we're seeing true, sincere love, amongst brethren through this ministry, man, because we have the greatest example within Yahweh Shai. Okay. And it said the love of neighbors, us as a nation, because the elect, the hopeful elect is like a nation within itself. Okay. And you see, the unity that we have, amongst one another, man, and you can see it flow, even on these live screens, man, how brothers, just flow together, man, how sisters come, and be in order, that's pretty much the love of neighbors. Okay. And the last, all right, but not the least, was a man and a wife that agreed together. Okay. A man and a wife that agreed together. Now, when you look out in this society, what do you see right now? Okay, you see a great divide between the man and the woman. Okay, and then it goes back to the curses, and also what you have was Esau Edom. He pretty much, magnified the curses through his media and through his narrative, man. Okay, he made it seem as if it was normal that men and women, argue all the time. Even the phrase that they have in the world is how, they'll say people are arguing like a married couple. Okay, as if arguing is a part of marriage. Okay, is a part of the relationship of man and woman. No, the scriptures say a man and a wife that agree together. Okay, because the union of man and woman, okay, the rightful order of a woman and rightful order of a man, they naturally complement each other. Okay, where it shouldn't be, all right, a war within the household, man. Okay, but Esau, him being chaotic, and the scriptures say, so is the leader, so are the people. He has created chaos as the norm in the earth, man. Okay, you got men and women that's part of their relationship, that they actually physically fight each other. Okay, stab each other up, shoot at each other, and they're just normal. Okay, within their relationship, man. All right, chaotic, man, but that's not how it's supposed to be. And then there's this narrative as if the Israelite man was just, this overwhelming, oppressive, just abusive. Okay, just, always mad and angry. Okay. That energy was pushed out, that narrative was pushed out there, man. That Ike Turner and Mr. on Color Purple, and you know, they painted that picture that was, every, Israelite man, okay, which was completely off. All right. Even our forefathers, there was a dynamic between man and woman. It was a real strong bond. Okay, and we're gonna get some accounts, all right, that go into it. So let me share. Okay. Get some accounts. And see, we're getting back to that, man. Okay. That's one thing about it, as we, as men and women, as men get in their order and women get in their order, there's a spiritual connection, there's a link, you know, all right, that there's a dynamic, okay, there's a unity that comes with that we've never been taught. Okay. Now let's go here to the book of Revelation. All right. Because when Esau Edom came back into power, he pretty much moved the earth, and put the earth on a particular vibration, man. Okay. A very wicked, perverse, backwards, vibration. Now you go to Revelation 27, it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. And see, this is what this man has done. And not only, through religion, through his history, but also through the social narrative that he has in the earth, man. Okay. This man has ruined, okay, just the relationship between man and woman. And the scriptures say that you shouldn't do that, man. That you shouldn't interfere with that, man. The state should have nothing to do, with the relationship of a man and a woman, the dynamics of a man and a woman. Okay, even when you go to the law, the only time the law will intervene between affairs of men and women was in the case of adultery. Okay, the case of in the case of rape. Okay, and in the situation where a man, wasn't doing okay what he was supposed to, if he took on a second wife and he didn't do the duties of his first wife, he didn't continue the duties and the upkeep of his first wife, she was able to leave. Okay, or if a wife was off, and she wasn't, going the way that a man wanted, he could give her the bill of divorce. Okay, but other than that, the way between a man and a woman, okay, that's supposed to be between them, the man and the woman. Okay, but Esau has deceived the masses with all these crazy narratives, man. He pretty much has controlled what the woman gets mad at. Okay, he controls what, the expectations the woman have for men. He destroyed that, man, through his media, through his TV shows, his music. Okay, and he had, like I say, he's completely ruined that union between man and woman to where the part that, men, all right, dread, marriage. Okay. So reading it again, it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle. And it says the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Now, I want to give some examples. I want to start off with this first in Proverbs, because like I said, that dynamic between the man and the woman, okay, that's a very personal dynamic. Okay. And that's between them. All right. But Esau, I say he interfered a lot with his enchantments, the women's liberation. That was a heavy violation, okay, that Esau did upon households when he pushed that vibration, all right, of feminism, all right, in society, man. That uprooted a lot of household, and they did generational damage. Okay. Now I want to get this in Proverbs 30 and 18. It said, there be three things which are too wonderful for me. Yeah, four which I know not. All right. It says the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Okay. So even Solomon, all right, the wisest king, okay, to live, he said there are two things that are too wonderful for him, things that he can't comprehend. Okay. Let's get it in the NLT, and then we get verse. All right, this is the NLT. Said there are three things that amaze me. No, four things that I do not understand. Okay. Now let's get verse 19 in the NLT. All right. It says this so Proverbs 30 and 19 says how an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, how a man loves a woman. Okay, how a man loves a woman, because that's their own personal dynamic. And see, men and women, all right, contrary to proper belief, man, Israelite men and women wasn't always at war. It wasn't always an argument. Okay, it wasn't always a competition. You know, all right, you have a household with two separate individuals. It's crazy, man. Okay. But that goes into how bad Esau has ruined the narrative between man and woman, okay? And the expectations of man and woman. All right. Now let's get some examples. Show you that our forefathers, okay, there was a deep love, that men had for our women, for the women. Okay. And that's coming back in the earth, man. You know, there's something that the Lord is putting back together, that unity. Because now you have an Israelite man and an Israelite woman having a mindset towards nation building, man. Okay. And it shouldn't, there's nothing wrong. You hear a lot of times where, brothers go into the woman, how, hey, the woman, the modern woman, how they can be in this society, or, sometimes they women, be on one or whatever the case might be. But there are some cases where, the Israelite man and the Israelite woman, get along, just fine, man. They sincerely, enjoy each other company. It ain't no war, okay? And like I said, they still, for their women, they still have particular ways, of Babylon, all right. But for the most part, there's situations where brothers and then women get along, like I said, they sincerely enjoy each other company, man, you know. And when you go back, let's just get this. Let's go to the book of Genesis. Now, this is when uh, Jacob first, all right, meets Rachel. Okay. All right, I started one just to get the context. It says, then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land. This is Genesis 29:1. It said, then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east, and he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it, for out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the wall's mouth and watered the sheep, and put the stone again up upon the well's mouth. in his place. And Jacob said unto them, My brethren, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. And he said unto them, Know ye Laban the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, Rachel his daughter cometh with the sheep. Okay. And he said, Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep and go and feed them. And they said, We cannot until the flocks be gathered together, um, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. Okay. And it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, all right, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. Yeah, so when Jacob seen Rachel, immediately, he was inspired, to get to work, and that's another thing, like a woman, there's something within a woman that can inspire men, to go above and beyond. See, but in this society, women manipulate that to their benefit. Okay. Women manipulate. That's why the scripture warn us not to give our strength unto women, because this society is full of women that are, have become manipulators, man. They have been bred to be, manipulators, man. But a woman can inspire men to go above and beyond. Okay, because you see Jacob get to it, when he sees Rachel. Okay, and he's gonna go into why. All right. Now this is Genesis 29:11. It says, and Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. You see, Rachel, that must have been a bad gal. Okay, it must have been one hell of a woman, man. And Jacob kissed her and wept, man. You see, and when you go down to it, okay, Elijah Esau pushed that narrative, man, but there was a lot, man. Okay, this verse, 16, it says, and Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well favored. Okay, and Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, okay, thy younger daughter. Okay, so Jacob volunteered 7 years of service for the hand of Rachel, man. Okay, now does that sound like someone, that just overwhelming, that's oppressive? Okay, there was a lot, man. Our forefathers, the relationship between the Israelite man and the Israelite woman, was nothing like what we see today. Like Elias woman say, you got Martin, okay, living single, then you had all Tyler Perry movies like this. No, man. Okay, that wasn't the play, man. That was a sincere, okay, love that the Israelite man had for the Israelite woman and vice versa, man. Okay, and we move together in a unit, man. Okay, so you keep reading, and it says, and Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than I should give her to another man to abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days for the love he had to her. Okay, for the love he had to her. 7 years seemed like a few days. Okay, but you get this narrative as if Esau pushed the narrative as if he liberated the woman from under the Israelite man oppression, man. Okay, Because even today, man, you know how a lot of Jakes will go above and beyond, all right, for a woman that they into, man. Okay? But Esau pushed the enchantment so much in these movies and in the music, man, that people run with their narrative as if the Israelite man is just horrible, man. Okay, and he just had this, he's just crazy, he's just kicking doors in, you know, just driving the truck through the house, jumping out, you know, jumping off the top rope, come on, man. You see, and our forefathers had, a deep love for Israelite women, and it was vice versa, man. They agreed together. Okay, now let's get another account. Now this is dealing with Samuel's mother. Um, this is all right. Let's go 1 Samuel 1. And if a brother could put Sirach 40 and 23, as well. Okay. And also let's get another one in Sirach. So let's get Sirach 40 and 23. Sirach 40 and 23. And let's get Sirach 36 and 22. 36 and 22. All right, so this is 1 Samuel 1 and 1, and this is Elkanah and his wives. It says, now there was a certain man of Ramah Zaphim, all right, of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jehoram, the son of Ehud, the son of Tehu, the son of Zophli, the Ephrathite. He had two wives. The name one was Hannah, and the name of the other Penina. And Penina had children, but Hannah, all right, had no children. And this man went up, all right, of the city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, and the priest of the Lord was there. Okay. And when the times that Elkanah offered, all right, he gave to Peninnah his wife, and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah had shut up her womb. So even though, Hannah wasn't able to bear children at the time, Elkanah, he still, okay, treated her with favor. He didn't treat her different, from his other wife that could bear children. He still gave her a worthy portion. Okay, and it says, for he loved Hannah, and even though she didn't even bear children, man. Okay, you see the movies like with different, kings and rulers, have a woman that can't bear, and they'll make the woman feel bad because she can't bear. Okay, even with Jacob, matter of fact, let's get that, because that goes into, the men of Israel understood that can't blame a woman for that. Okay, even when you go to this, Okay. In Genesis 31, it says, and when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me child or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel. So I guess, you know, she got scolded, you know, and she had got out of pocket. But hey, even discipline is a form of love, you know. And it says, and he said, I am I in the most high stead, who have withhold from thee the fruit of thy womb. So Jacob understood, like, look, I'm not the most, I can't control it. You know, we can do the act, okay, of baby making as much as we want. But you know, that's not our decision, okay, what a life is produced from that, you know. They understood that. All right. And that's why you see with Hannah, okay, or Elkanah and his wife, all right, Hannah, that he still showed her favor, man. You know, he still had love for her. And it says, for her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord has shut her womb. All right. You know, Eve being messy back then. Okay. And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat. Then said Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am I not better to thee than 10 sons? Okay, which having a son was a great thing to a woman. Okay, because she just extended, you know, her nation. She just expanded, you know, she had a part in expanding her nation, man. Okay, now you get in the NLT says, why are you crying, Hannah? Elkanah will ask, why aren't you eating? Why be downhearted just because you have no children? You have me. Isn't that better than having 10 sons? Okay, so you see how Jake was a comfort, you know, unto his wife, man. Okay. I said that whole narrative of this war, you know, the war of the sexes, you know, between man and woman is going on now. Okay, yeah, the feminist versus red pill, man. It's madness, man. Okay. And that ain't the way that it has to be. Okay. I said you have disagreements, ain't like every moment gonna be, you know, this lovey dovey, you know, sometimes, you know, you're gonna have okay an intense discussion about things, man. Okay, and that discussion should be coming from the man pretty much getting things back in order. Okay, that whole yelling at each other, the woman, that's completely out of order, man. Okay, completely out of order. But that's what Esau pushed, you know, was normalcy, man. Okay, um, yep, here we go. So let's get these two. All right, this from the brother Halak Yasha Allah, this Sharach 40 and 23. It says, a friend and a companion, all right, never meet amiss, okay? But above both is a wife with her husband, okay? A wife that's on board what her husband is doing, man. That true support, okay? That true spirit of being a servant. You see that? And the Lord had it set up. Well, as we serve Yahweh, you know, the women are supposed to serve us. Okay, that's a true union, man. That dynamic forged the nation, man. Okay, everybody win, man. Each individual win, and overall the nation wins. That household wins, the nation wins. Okay, with that dynamic, and that's why Esau, you know, he spent so much resources and time, all right, destroying that dynamic between man and woman. You know, and all he had to do was get the woman out of order, give her the woman privileges, and you know, give the woman these different little salaries and little money and incentives, and you know, push these narratives of you know, the strong black woman, and you know, have her feeling some type of way about, you know, the men, okay, and it destroyed, okay, generations, man, okay. Because even when you go into this, when you get this Sirach 36 and 22, it says the beauty of a woman cheered the countenance. Yeah, man, like come on, man. You know, and even like in this time, man, a decent looking woman that's in order, you know. Jay can chill all day. Okay. A woman that's in order, a woman that's truly into you and what you got going on. Okay, got that nourishing spirit, man. You know, then she look decent, man. Like, come on, man. You know, that cheers up the countenance, man. Okay, and it says a man love nothing better. You see? So, you know, there's a very big misconception between this, you know, the dynamics of men and women, and how things are supposed to be, and what's the norm of this society, man. Okay, but see, as a nation, we're getting back to that, man. You know, that's coming back. You know, and it's gonna continue and increase, and then the kingdom is gonna be on a whole, you know, another level. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. I didn't want to make it too long, man. Just something I was, you know, meditating on in the spirit. You know, so Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters were edified. Once again, I'm gonna give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his young brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.